same clan. Oh, fuck. Dragon. He knew it. You want the job? She raised an eyebrow. I'm here, having this conversation with you. Her non-answers were annoying as hell. More importantly, he didn't see them becoming less annoying with time and proximity. Pass. Jack turned back to the register. Wait, yes, I would like the job. She continued to speak to his back. Please, I would very much like this job. Slowly, Jack turned around. And tell me why I should hire you. Besides your stealth entry into a warded store, that only tells me you're a thief. A brief flicker of fiery green flashed in her eyes, but quickly dimmed. I'm unemployed and unable to return to my previous employer, which makes me highly motivated to be successful here. Also, I understand you're looking for muscle. My combat skills are excellent. She blinked. I can demonstrate. She gave him another smile with just a shade too many teeth. No thanks. A dragon kicking my very human ass isn't much of a demonstration. Besides, I'd hate for us to break my bric-a-brac. Jack sat down behind the counter and picked up a pen. Having a dragon would be a huge tactical advantage in most fights, regardless of technical competence. Talk to Lachlan. Whatever else he might say, he'll tell you I'm honest and hardworking. She placed a slight emphasis on honest. She swallowed, the first sign of nervousness she'd displayed since walking into his store. Please. Apparently, he'd hit a nerve when he'd compared her to a thief. A highly motivated, well-connected dragon employee. He'd be an idiot to walk away just because she wasn't exactly right. Especially since he didn't know what exactly right was. What type of person wouldn't drive him nuts with continuous contact? The shelf life of most of his relationships, regardless of the type, was pretty short. What's your name? Marin. She didn't offer her hand. Jack knew the right answer, yet still he hesitated. Damn. He had a job coming up day after tomorrow that could use some dragon muscle. All right, Marin. Come back tomorrow at 10. If your reference comes through, we'll discuss employment terms. He narrowed his eyes. I don't pay well. She ducked her chin once in acknowledgement and headed out the door. This time, Jack saw her pass through the ward, and a shower of green sparks, visible only to him, fell in her wake. He felt a corresponding pinch from the ring he wore on his right hand. No way he'd missed the ward triggering when she'd first entered the store. If this whole thing worked out and she joined Spirelli Paranormal Investigations, that was one of his first questions. Jack picked up his cell and scrolled through his contacts, looking for Ewan's number. Jack was pretty sure Ewan would put him in touch with Lachlan. After a quick mental calculation, adding 7 hours to account for prog time, Jack decided it wasn't too late and dialed Ewan's number. Ewan answered on the first ring. Jack, what's up? Hey, Ewan. Any chance you could put me in touch with Lachlan? I had someone come by the shop asking about that assistant's job. Remember I told you I was looking for someone? Lachlan came up as a reference. Sure. Background noise filtered in. Heads up, you're on speaker. Thanks, man. You might actually know her. She's from your clan. A tall redhead named Marin. The background noise abruptly disappeared. Ewan must have turned the speaker function off and picked up his phone. Yeah. The word came out so short, it almost sounded like a grunt. Something about Marin had drastically changed the tone of their conversation. Jack contemplated for a split second whether to ask. He closed his eyes. Had he lost his mind? After a few seconds of silence, Ewan said, Marin is my daughter. Jack sat on his favorite bar stool, the one positioned in front of the shop's register. Careful to make his tone as neutral as possible, he said, I didn't know that. Clearly. Jack didn't get it. Ewan seemed pissed, but the guy hadn't said a word about not hiring his kid.